You know, we take our strawberries pretty seriously here in Japan. I mean, we have everything from pick your own berry farms to these $20 strawberries sold in fancy boxes like this. And yeah, there's only one strawberry in here. We'll be tasting this later. I'm Mark Matsumoto, and today I want to show you another mouth-watering favorite, the Japanese strawberry sandwich, or Ichigo Sando. With sweet, juicy strawberries tucked into silky clouds of fresh whipped cream, all wrapped in fluffy milk bread, it's a quick way to satisfy a craving for sweets, so let's dive into the ingredients. For two sandwiches, I have 10 medium-sized strawberries. These are a cultivar called Amao from Fukuoka Prefecture. For the bread, I'm using 4 slices of pillowy Japanese milk bread or shokupan. For the filling, I've got half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm using one with a 45% butterfat content. I've also got 2 tablespoons of sweetened condensed milk and some strawberry jam. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash my strawberries in cold water. Then we want to dry these off very well using paper towels. Water on your berries not only makes them taste less sweet, it's also going to make your sandwich soggy, so take your time here and get them nice and dry. Now I'm going to trim the tops off of the berries. By the way, this gorgeous knife was sent over by Tasky. It's got the sharp, lightweight blade of a traditional Japanese knife, but it's made of modern VG10 stainless steel, which makes it easy to maintain. If you want to pick one up, I'll include a link in the video description down below, and you can use coupon code NORECIPES for a 10% discount. When you're done cutting the tops off the berries, be sure to dab the cut edge on a paper towel to soak up any excess juices. To make the whipped cream filling, add the cold heavy cream to a bowl. Then I'm gonna add the sweetened condensed milk. This will not only sweeten the cream, it's also gonna make it taste extra milky. Now we just need to whip the cream filling for our strawberry sandwiches. You want to get the cream to hold firm peaks so it holds the sandwich together, but be careful not to overwhip it or you'll end up with butter. You want it firm enough so you can flip the bowl upside down without having the cream pour out. Okay, let's prep our Japanese sandwich bread by cutting off the crust and making square pieces of crustless bread. Shokupan is very bouncy and moist, so I recommend using a sharp knife to cut it rather than a bread knife. Now I'm gonna line up the matching halves and spread about a teaspoon of strawberry jam on every slice. This is gonna balance out the salt in the bread while adding a more intense strawberry flavor than using fresh berries alone. You want to be careful not to spread too much jam on here though, or the cream is not gonna stick to the bread. Next, I'm gonna divide the whipped cream up between the 4 slices of bread. Use a small spatula to spread the cream out, forming a mound in the center that tapers off towards the edges. This is going to help cement our strawberries into the sandwich without leaving any gaps. To place the strawberries, you want to pick the biggest 2 and push them gently into the center of 2 mounds of cream. Now you can arrange the smaller strawberries with the tips pointing towards each corner of the sandwich. Make the sandwiches by flipping the half without the strawberries onto the half with them, giving them a gentle press. Then I'm gonna pick each sandwich up and gently press the edges together. The idea is to seat the strawberries in the cream, but you don't want to press so hard that you squeeze the whipped cream out. For the last step, I'm gonna wrap each sandwich tightly with plastic wrap. This is pretty important because it's going to mold the sandwich bread around the strawberries and cream so it doesn't fall apart when you eat it. You want to try and wrap it so the edges of the bread come as close together as possible. Now I'm gonna pop these into the fridge for about 30 minutes to firm up the whipped cream before we slice it. By the way, if you're wondering what to do with all of those bread crusts, go check out my buttery rusk recipe over at marksrecipes.com. It's where I share the everyday meals that I make for my family, like this blackberry Gouda grilled cheese sandwich, or this strawberry shortcake that you can make in a mug. There's over 250 recipes over there, with a new one added every week, so go check it out. Okay, our Ichigo Sando should be set, so let's cut these open. First, you want to unwrap them. And you can see the milk bread is conformed to the shape of the filling. Then I'm gonna use my sharp tasky knife to slice this in half. Open it up, and wow, look at that! Strawberries and cream is literally one of my favorite flavor combinations, so let's try this out. Itadakimasu. As you can see, we press the sandwich so it kind of forms a little pocket so the cream and strawberries don't squeeze out. Oh man, that cream is ridiculously rich. And because we've added the sweetened condensed milk, it's not only sweetened, it's just made it like extra milky. And the strawberries are juicy, sweet, and tangy, and it creates that beautiful contrast with that rich cream. And then we have this pillowy milk bread that's just like the perfect blanket for this beautiful combination of flavors and textures. This Ichigo Sando comes together in like 5 minutes, and it's the perfect way to sate a craving for sweets, so I hope you'll give it a try. I almost forgot. We have our ridiculously expensive strawberry here. And I'm just gonna open it up. Oh man, look at that. It's huge. I mean, if you compare it against the strawberries in the sandwich, you could get away with adding like one. And the aroma is incredible. It kind of smells a little bit like grapes. Okay, so I am gonna show you the correct way to eat a strawberry. Strawberries are sweetest at the tip, and they're gonna be more sour towards the top where the leaves are. So I kind of like going at them like an apple. It's really fragrant. Oh yeah. So then you're left with like that little bit at the tip. This is the sweetest part. Like candy. Well, I'm gonna go walk this off, but check out this playlist for more Japanese sweets, and I'll catch you in the next one.